Everything I built over the last 5 years is gone. The lawn, the stripes, the irrigation system, everything I documented, everything I worked for, left behind. But now, I'm standing on a completely new property, no established lawn, no irrigation system, nothing but a raw ground and a blank slate. But this time, I'm not starting from zero. I'm starting from experience. Because everything I've learned building my lawn is about to be put to the test on a whole different level. And this project is going to be bigger, more technical, and more unpredictable than everything I've ever done before. Let me reveal to you the master plan.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to the new property. This is where the next lawn journey begins. And today I'm going to let you guys into my inner circle. I'm going to show you guys my master plan of how to bring this lawn from a zero to hero. So I'm going to walk you guys through every major decision, every challenge, and exactly the plan on how to transform this into something like this. Let's get to it. So the very first step in this master plan is choosing where am I going to put this lawn. With just over 2 acres of property, it's totally unrealistic for me to maintain this whole thing with a reel mower. So what I did was over the past few weeks, I observed different areas of the property to see where I can find a Goldilocks zone between sun and shade. And after all my observations, I chose this area of the lawn for a few reasons. First, this area of the lawn doesn't get full sun to about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So it does get a nice balance between the sun and the shade. The second is that this area is by far the flattest area of the entire property, which is going to make it much easier for me to level out and to reel mow in the future. And finally, this area is the closest to the only hose bib on this entire property, which is going to be really important when we start to talk about my irrigation challenges. So now that I've settled on the location of the lawn, the next question is what am I actually working with? Before I can even plan on fertilizing or doing soil amendments or even choosing the best way to establish this lawn, I need to know what's actually in the ground. To do this, I collected soil samples from across this 5,000 square feet to get a fair sample size, mixed all the soil together and brought it up to the lab for a soil test. And overall, I'm actually pretty happy with the results of the soil analysis. My pH is on point, my base nutrient levels are pretty good, and my soil structure I already knew was going to be heavy clay, but we'll fix that later. So now that I know where the lawn is going and what kind of soil I'm working with, the next challenge is to figure out how I'm actually going to water this lawn. And on this property, this is going to be the biggest challenge of this renovation. Let me show you why. So like I mentioned earlier, there's only one hose bib on this entire property and it's on that side of the house. And the water pressure that comes out of it is so pathetic, I know it's not going to be able to support an in-ground irrigation system. So if you guys remember, at my old house, I built a total DIY home irrigation system that ran off rain barrels and a well pump. And it worked really, really well for me. So I plan on doing something very similar on this property. But of course, there's some extra challenges to deal with. First problem is I don't have any reliable power source that goes down to the barn right now where I plan on running this pump. And I'm unsure whether or not this pump has enough pressure to run all 8 sprinklers that I plan on building. So once I get these 2 things figured out, I'm going to build the entire irrigation system. I'm going to do a bunch of testing on it. Once it works the way that I intend it to, I'm going to bury it in the ground, and then I'll have a reliable source of water to start the renovation. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments to make any recommendations in how you guys think I should run this DIY irrigation system. The next step of this master plan is to consider the weed management. As you guys can see, this property has been totally neglected and has been overrun by a bunch of broadleaf weeds and a bunch of mixed grass types. So I obviously gotta take care of these before I start thinking about overseeding. So to combat this, I've already began treating this area with a selective herbicide to help knock down some of this weed pressure before I do the renovation. But that's not my only strategy. I also plan on scalping this area down for the remainder of the summertime. My thought process behind this is that if I let this area bake in the scorching heat of the sun, I'll let the sun do the work. The sun will fry out all the grass, hopefully some of the weeds with it, and that will give me a better seed bed to do the renovation on. So with the site prepped, the next big question is, which grass type am I gonna choose for this renovation? Now, if you guys remember, at my last house, I went with 100% ryegrass and I was super happy with the results. I got some crazy stripes out of it and I really like the way that it fills in super fast. But on this property, it's gonna be a little bit different. I wanted something with a little bit more resilience and the ability to recover from all the wear and tear that this lawn is going to get. That is why for this lawn, I chose to go with a Kentucky Bluegrass Ryegrass blend from Lawn Life. So with this Kentucky Blue Ryegrass mix, it already has 40% ryegrass in it, which are the same cultivars I use at my old lawn. So I know I'm gonna get some juicy stripes. Plus that 60% of Kentucky Bluegrass is gonna give this lawn the ability to recover so much better, especially through the summer and winter stresses that we have. Also want to give a big shout out to Jesse from Lawn Life for sending me these two 25-pound bags to help me get this renovation done. And if you guys are looking to get your hands on some of this grass seed, Lawn Life now ships to Canada. I got a link in the description below if you guys are interested. So with the grass seed selected, the next major piece of this puzzle is the equipment. Now I'm obviously going to use this tractor to do most of the heavy lifting because I'm tired of busting my butt. But I'm also excited to try these new tools. So Landzie was super gracious in sending me these two brand new renovation tools. They sent me the 44-inch toe behind peat moss spreader and the 8-foot drag level. And if you guys have ever done renovation work, you know leveling your yard takes an immense amount of work and time. So I'm really excited to try out these new tools to see how effective they work. So with these new tools, the tractor, the Allett, and the aerator, and all the other tools that I've accumulated over the last 5 years, I think I'm in a pretty good position to tackle this renovation, which brings me to the final step, the timeline. So normally I would recommend, if you guys are going to be doing a renovation, to do it in September. That way it's a little bit cooler and the grass doesn't get fried by the sun. But because I'm putting Kentucky Bluegrass in the yard, I'm going to push that up to an early August renovation time. I want to give this seed as much time as possible to establish before the winter comes. So from now until then, I plan on finishing this DIY irrigation system. I'll continue those weed management strategies that we talked about, and I'm gonna bring in a bunch of dirt and get this seed bed as level as I can. And then if everything goes according to plan, then I'll be able to put some seed down in the ground. So I'm really excited to bring you guys along for the journey. I know it's kind of bittersweet leaving the old house with a perfect lawn, but starting from scratch gives us the opportunity to build something better. So if you guys are excited as I am to get this renovation started, be sure to be subscribed because I plan on taking you guys through the entire journey from building this irrigation system to grading this area and to throwing the seed down and hopefully be mowing some juicy stripes before fall. So I appreciate you guys coming in on the inner circle of the master plan, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.